Thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Mike Parker. Well, here at the cabin, we know a thing or two about impressive fish. And you know, a replica like this can literally make memories last forever. Well, now a short trip to Ocean City can put you up close and personal with one of the biggest fish ever caught in Maryland state history.
3, 2, 1.
And with that, the Maryland state record Atlantic blue marlin is enshrined where it truly belongs. The monster fish caught during the 2009 White Marlin Open in Ocean City was a whopper at first sight back then. Now, this life-size replica of the 1,062-pounder on display at the Ocean City Convention Center will be sure to draw second looks for years to come.
Because it was a dream come true.
For winning angler Bob Ferris, the Mount is just another way to capture a memory that hasn't faded. From the day he and the crew of the No Problem, based out of Fenwick Island, reeled in a dream.
I've seen 500-pound marlins mounted, and I always dreamed. I've been fishing for 35 plus years of catching a big fish. Never in my dreams could I imagine catching a 1,000-pounder.
Can you imagine catching a horse with a 10-aught hook and dragging it to the back of your boat? That's exactly what we did. But if it wasn't for the teamwork, it wouldn't have mattered at all. You got to get it in the boat.
The record fish, which was so awe-inspiring that day on the docks, will now have the same effect here in these halls. And spectators will notice a special tribute to the late captain of the No Problem.
Well, I'll be honest with you, our boat captain died May 16th of last year, Skip Opelko, and this is in honor of him. He did a hell of a job putting us in the area to be able to have an opportunity to catch a fish. It's you know, one of those things that happens once in a lifetime. Very fortunate to be in a position to do it.
Well, no doubt that is one monster marlin and definitely worth the drive to see it in person. Willie?
Thanks, Mike. Here on Delmarva, we are fortunate to have so much natural beauty to explore, from the woods and fields to the bays and the ocean. And our many state parks make it all very accessible. Now, recently, we tagged along with some local families who took a ride in search of winter wildlife.
Is everybody ready? All right.
A recent outing to Trap Pond State Park in Sussex County found the Outdoors Delmarva crew on the prowl for owls.
This is also a good spot to look for one of the owls that we're going to be talking about later on today. It's known as the barred owl. Not barn owl, although we have those here. It's the barred, B-A-R-R-E-D. It's also known as the swamp owl because it likes swampy areas and wet areas. So this is a really good spot to look for them.
Now, since owls are nocturnal by nature, there was only a slim chance of spotting one on this bright winter afternoon, so it wasn't long before imagination took over.
There's some alligators over there.
In the wintertime.
Alligators, look. Alligators and crocodiles right there.
Park Ranger Will Koth, however, came prepared to satisfy his guests' curiosity for all things owl. And after a break for hot chocolate and s'mores, gave the audience some lessons on some of Trap Pond's more intriguing inhabitants.
These are actually our three most common types of owls that we have here at Trap Pond State Park. The big one that you see here is the great horned owl. And you can see his namesake, the little horns, the tufts of feathers that are on his head there. This smaller one is a screech owl. And if you ever hear their call, you'll understand why they're called a screech owl. It's a very high-pitched call that they have. And then this is the one I was telling you about on the hay wagon ride, the barred owl. During the summer, sometimes people in the campground have trouble sleeping because there's so many owls calling. So there's quite a few around here. The area is protected. There's plenty of food for them. Even the waterfowl and stuff like that, the owls will take. So there's lots and lots of food for them. It's a great spot for them. Great horned owl, of course, is pretty large, so he can take some pretty big things. Things like squirrels, rabbits, sometimes even occasionally skunks. Look at these. These are owl pellets.
Of particular fascination for the boys were the owl pellets.
Close. It's stuff that they regurgitate that they can't digest. Just to let you know, we didn't find these in the woods. We get these from a biological supply, so they've been sterilized. So you can, if you want to touch them, you can touch them. But actually, if you pull them apart, you can actually see little skulls of meadow voles and rats and things like that in there. You can see the skull right there if you pull them apart.
Oh, there's something right there. There's something. Found the skull, a half of the skull. See?
An acorn.
Half a skull.
Oh, you're welcome.
So if you make it out to Trap Pond this summer, keep your eyes and ears open. You never know who you might run into. For more upcoming events at local state parks, go to outdoorsdelmarva.com.
Still ahead on Outdoors Delmarva, spend time with an old friend. You won't want to miss this week's Scorchy's Corner Classic.
Scorchy's Corner Classics are sponsored by Tars Marine Insurance. Don't go anywhere. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back.